When my students started drawing the coordinate plane and plotting the points, they drew the axis correctly, but they struggled a little bit while labeling the point A, B, and C. Let's draw it together on here. Okay, so this is the coordinate plane or the grid we use. So we're going to draw x-axis. This is the x-axis, and we're going to draw the exactly y-axis, which is vertically, and x-axis horizontally. They are numbered from 0 to 5 on the x-axis and 0 to 5 in the y-axis. Okay, of course, starting from the origin. And the start point here, origin is what? 0 and 0, right? So to plot the points, we start with the point C. So see here, it was what? 5 and 4, right? So we're going to do what? Move from the origin. How many spaces? 5 spaces on the x-axis, okay? And then you're going to move upward. How many spaces? 4 spaces exactly to upward, and then this is the point of the C. What about point A? Its location is, what's the location? It's exactly 3 and 0. Okay, what we're going to do exactly starting from the origin, we're going to move 3 spaces to the right, and it's here 3, and then Y, it's 0. So I'm not going to go upward, so it's on the x-axis. Okay, so that's why it's the point 3 and 0. Let's move to B. The B is telling you it's 0 and 3. Let's see how do we plot this order pair or coordinate. 0, so I didn't move, right? X, I didn't move, it's 0. And then 3, it's the Y, so exactly I'll move upward 3 spaces. So the point of the B is here. After that, I asked my students in the coordinate plane review activity to explain how point A and B are similar and different. Let's see the responses.
I see that the points A and B are similar, that each of them is 3 steps far from the origin. A is 3 units to the right of the origin, and B is 3 units up of the origin. I noticed that A is located on the x-axis because its order pair has a number in x coordinate and 0 in y coordinate.
I see that point A is on x-axis and point B is on y-axis.
When I hear these opinions, we discussed very important things. One of them is the order pair of the origin. They all agreed that at this point, we didn't move on x-axis. So the x coordinate is 0. We also didn't move on the y-axis. So the y-axis is 0. Like in here, we didn't move in the A, and we didn't move in the here y-axis, and here we didn't move in the x-axis because it's here 0 and 3. Therefore, the order pair of the origin is 0 and 0. One of my students noticed that when x coordinates is 0, like the point, for example, 0 and 3, it will be located on the y-axis, as B is located right here. When we tried another point that has x coordinate with 0, like for example, let's say 0 and 6, or 0 and 5. We will find it located exactly here on the x, on the y-axis. And when the order pair has 0, when the order pair has 0 as y coordinate, that means this point is located exactly on the x-axis, like in point A, with order pair 3 and 0. Also, we tried another point whose y coordinate is 0. Let's say, for example, 5 and 0. So we will find it located exactly here on x-axis. After all of these discussions, I asked my students in the activity entitled Order Pairs to explain how x and y coordinates help us locate the point on the coordinate plane. Here are their responses.
All points are written as ordered pairs. X is always written first on the left, and y is written to the right.
As x increases, we move on the coordinate plane to the right. As x decreases, we move on the coordinate plane to the left.
As y increases, we move vertically up, and when y decreases, we move down.
Now it's your turn in the activity analyzing coordinate to identify which statements are true. Take your time to read and identify the correct statement, then come back to discuss your answers. I'm sure you identified the correct statement easily. So let's see in statement A. The larger the value of x coordinate, the closer point is to the origin. So let's draw here the y-axis and the x-axis. And see, if I have here, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4. The larger the value, it means, for example, if the x is 4, the closer point to the origin, it's closer now to the origin? Of course no, so this is not correct. Let's see the second one. The smaller the value of the y coordinate, let's say here also 1, 2, 3, and 4. He's telling you the smaller value of the y coordinate, the closer point is to the x-axis. Yes, exactly. If I have here, for example, the y is 1, it's closer to x-axis than if I say, for example, 4. So as long as the value is smaller, it becomes closer to x-axis. Let's see in C. The smaller the value of x coordinate, the smaller value of x coordinate, if it's 1, for example, the closer point is to the y-axis. Yes, exactly, it will be closer, right? Okay, let's see D. Making the value of x and y coordinates larger, if x and y larger, moves the point farther away from the origin. Yes, exactly. If I say, for example, 4, and here is 4, yes, it's far away from the origin, right? So this is also correct. Let's see E. To move a point 2 spaces up, okay, 2 spaces up, and 1 space to the right, 1 space to the right, okay. It means that we increased the y coordinate by here 2 and the x by 1. Yes, exactly. This is correct. Let's see the last one. To move 2 spaces up, so here, and 1 space to the right, 1 space to the right, so 2 here and 1 space to the right, increases the x coordinate by 2. No, he said 1, right? Not 2. So this is not correct. So this is the true statements. We can apply all we learned in this lesson in practice and check your understanding found on the digital version of Math Textbook.
تقدر تتابع كل دروسك على تطبيق مدرستنا بلس. مدرستنا، المستقبل يبدأ الآن.